Hello, and welcome to the week ahead report for the 14th through to the 20th of August, 2023. Now, we just had that beautiful Venus cazimi, or Venus exactly conjunct the sun, on Sunday night. So we still have that when we wake up on Monday morning. And the moon is in Cancer. So we still have some beautiful feels around. And the cazimi means the heart of the sun or the heart of the matter. So, Venus has been doing her retrograde for like 8 weeks now, so we've had some stunning realizations in our life. And hopefully you are feeling way more empowered, or you just at least realize what the actual problem is. And now is time where you can start thinking about and starting to move towards a more assertive and goal-driven and, let's do something about this type of vibe. So let me share my screen and let's get into the week ahead. All right, so here I am starting on Monday, the 14th. Okay, now I need to be able to get into my little thing there. All right, cool. All right, so as you can see, we've got the moon in Cancer. We've still got Venus both at the 20-degree mark. Now, Mars and Mercury are only 4 degrees away. Now, they only actually get to 3 degrees away, and then Mercury, so they're still coming together right now. So they're still giving us that heightened mental activity. We're very vigilant and driven in our communication style. But Mercury is now slowing down and really starting to think about it. We might have had this really dynamic, let's go do this thing, and everything's really excitable. But now Mercury's like, hang on a minute. I'm going to have to slow down and think about this a little bit more, because Virgo loves the details, all right? So Mars just wants to rush on through, and Mercury, in its heightened, exalted position, like it knows its worth right now, knows that the best action moving forward is to review what has already happened. Okay, so that's just in general, that whole Mercury feel. But today being Monday the 14th, it's still a nice time to be with family, being with those that you love and nurture. We definitely have a relax and relinquish control. Okay, so we have the sun trine Chiron there. It is separating, but there are still some vibes around that. We've got to be careful because toes can still be stood on. All right, so relinquish that control. And if you have a bump, just keep on rolling. Okay, now at 3 p.m. on Monday, we have a trine to Neptune. So here is the go with the flow vibe. All right, just like I said, Mars Mercury can be quite, so we just need to, just go with it. You know your own patterns of behavior. So just, for the sake of the nice family vibe, just go with it. We also have an moon opposition Pluto later on in the day at 6 p.m. Okay, so this is also, if the trine at 3 p.m. is maybe clearing away an illusion, then the clarity of the truth of the matter might come later on at 6 p.m. All right, so that's when the moon is still in Cancer. Now the moon moves into Leo at 8:36 p.m. on Monday night. So, there will be some joyful, much more creative expression later on in the evening. You might just have to, like I said, relinquish control, go with the flow, just do it because, why fight? It's just one of those days where it's like, is the issue yours? Resolve it within yourself so that you're not ruining everybody's experience. Okay, stuff like that. So hopefully Monday will be a great day for you. All right, so let's go forward to Tuesday. All right, so Tuesday we wake up with the Leo moon. All right, the sun and Venus are starting to move away from each other right now. So Leo moon with a square to Jupiter at 3 p.m. Now, it's a great day. It's going to be filled with fun and joy. And, there'll be connection and laughter in the afternoon. you may need to make a decision to woo up on that excitement. And, we've got Venus squaring Jupiter. We've got the sun square Uranus. So this excited energy could push us to create boundaries, or Venus being able to, with her busy social life at the moment with that square to Jupiter, don't overdo it. If you need rest, then be Venus and say no, rather than the Uranus pushing you to do all the things where you're going to be exhausted by the end of it, thus not respecting your own boundaries. Then, it's one of those days where, yes, there's plenty of fun in the air, but you can say no. All right. Especially if, think surprises and unexpected situations. So maybe don't fill your social calendar up on Tuesday. And I am taking that advice. I am in Sydney on that day doing readings in Sydney. So you can reach out. I might be able to do it. If not, I might not. So, anyway, so that is Tuesday. So, all right. Now, let's move forward to Wednesday because, this is a quick week ahead. All right, so now on Wednesday, we have the new moon. But look at this beautiful. We have the moon exactly conjunct Venus retrograde at 18 degrees. Now, this is set for 10 a.m. or around that time. Even from the morning when we wake up, we've got this beautiful feeling. Our hearts are full. Venus has, she's past the sun. She's still, I think she's still hidden at 4 degrees. We can't see her in the sky. She's coming back as the morning star, but it's like she's taking a breath. And like I was saying with yesterday, say no if you are feeling exhausted, because she's been going through so much emotional stuff in this last 8 weeks that, it's okay to say no. These are my boundaries. Yes, I want to have fun. Yes, it's all love and light and laughter, but I'm a little bit tired, so I'm going to go and rest. So it might be one of those type of things. We've still got that trine to Chiron, healing yourself as an individual by putting up good boundaries. That sun is coming up to square Uranus. Our senses are probably going to be heightened. We could be having some overall anxiety, so, and here we are, it's still at the dark. So this 10 o'clock mark is still at the dark part of the moon. Like I said, the new moon is at 7:38 p.m. Now, this new moon packs a punch because we've got, now I don't have it showing here, but we've got Lilith as well, which is those hidden parts of ourselves, or the feminine, that get pushed to the side because of social standards or, other people's expectations for us to not be authentic. We might just be a little bit too much for people. And, that's fine. They can go find people that are just enough for them. You be authentically you, thus embracing all of your unique power and characteristics is one of these, this is the new moon. You are setting intentions, being as authentic as you can, bringing as much joy into your experience as you can. So, Mercury is trine Uranus. There is a lot of excitement in the air. There is an opposition to Neptune. Both Mars and Mercury are opposing Neptune. So be aware that, there still might be some foggy areas that we're not quite sure on all of the answers right now, but that's okay. Now, the new moon is also very tightly squared Uranus, so expect changes, and with Venus moving into this morning star, she's coming back as a kick-ass queen. She is assertive, goal-driven, unapologetic, so just, oh my God, embrace that power within you and just go do the things. Don't hold back. Stop amending yourself for other people. You need to be you, because your tribe needs to see you, or the people that you need to help. That Chiron in Aries, Chiron is the wounded healer. We have our experiences so that we can grow and change through them. And then on the other side, we become the teacher of these experiences. So, embrace this whole last 8 weeks. Where are you and what are the changes that you need to be made? This is when you're setting them. If you have got to a point where you're like, I hate my job because all the people are, not what are in alignment with myself, then from your intentions forward, you're like, I find the right job for myself where I am appreciated as myself. So, there's still a lot of, sorry about that. There's still a lot of shifts and changes to come, but you address them with a much more vibrant manner from here on out. Okay, so let's move to Thursday. All right, so now up, stop. Now, let's go. Oh, just Mercury retrograded that one, didn't I? Okay, Thursday the 17th. Okay, now the moon moves into Virgo at 8:14 a.m. in the morning. So we wake up and the moon is in Virgo. Mercury, Mars are there. So we are driven to get the details down. All right, so details. Watch that you don't light a firecracker. All right, so we've got Mars trine Uranus there. Mercury's not quite there, or it is, but it's not as exact as Mars. So don't light a firecracker with any frustrations that you may feel because of roadblocks. Now the moon is going to oppose Saturn later on in the day. Now, Saturn causes blockages if all the details aren't correct. All right, Saturn is residing in Pisces right now, retrograde. It knows all the details that are in your mind. It's in your subconscious space. So if you do come up against roadblocks, have a stop and think, is there something I'm missing? Is there something not complete to make the story a whole? Maybe someone else has got to come and give you some more details to clarify. All right, so details. All right, don't get frustrated. Just look at it as there's something missing. All right, during the day as well, we've got this dynamic Earth grand trine. So Mars, Uranus, and Pluto are trine, so they're working well. They're having a good communication with each other. Pluto is restructuring our foundations. Uranus is adjusting our comfort and security. All right, so we are looking at our environment and changing the things that are making us uncomfortable. And Mars is pushing us to, Virgo is also self-care, healthcare, eating well. There's food. Taurus is food. So, this might just be an adjustment to your diet or your, like I said, healthcare routine. Whatever it is, you are changing your foundations. All right. So a great thinking day. Now, Mercury ruling that moon is also in shadow. So, we are going to revisit this point later on in the month, probably the closer to the end of September. But it is going to be revisited. So this might be the first realization of what needs to be happening. So, there are more things yet to come. So calm down. Mars and Mercury are just like full on. So, all right, let's move on to Friday. If I can. Okay, so Friday, we've still got the moon in Virgo. Now, Mercury's almost stationary. It actually goes retrograde at 21 degrees. And right now on this Thursday, it's at 20. So things might not be moving as fast as you want. So the whole don't light a firecracker with your frustrations still counts. All right. And you can feel this experience in your bones. All right. So, our antenna, if you have a look at Uranus, the glyph of Uranus, it looks like an antenna, the same as Mercury. All right. So, Taurus rules the senses. So, and our antennas are focused on how we are feeling. And, Virgo brings us back into our body as well. So, now, there was the opposition to Neptune. Okay, so Mercury, Mars conjunct, Mercury-Uranus trine, there is some static in the universe. The opposition to Neptune might make it hard for us to tune in the right channel. So we need to sit and breathe and just, have the visualization that your antenna is picking up stuff. So again, if the clarity isn't there, just take a moment to, come back to yourself and just listen or feel to sort of to judge or assess what the day is actually giving you. All right. So it's all about the feels. It's all about the boundaries. It's all about the doing the right thing for yourself. Okay. So that was Friday. So let's move forward to Saturday. All right, so Saturday the 19th, we wake up. So this again was set for 10:30. We wake up with Mercury, Moon, Mars. All right. So, something might make itself known today, again, with these details. With the moon sitting in between there, it might be an emotional realization that we have. The shifts and changes that have been going on with like all of these guys here now are trine Uranus. Shifts, changes, unexpected events, new pathways and opportunities opening. Now, if it is a new pathway, that doesn't mean that it's not going to still be strewn with old debris. But with all of the realizations that you're having, you will be able to navigate these new experiences way better because you are putting yourself and your well-being first. Okay, so move forward, trusting your gut, your instincts, feeling your way forward during this time. Now, the moon moves into Libra. Like I said, Mercury is pretty much stationary. And when the moon moves into Libra at 9:53, it is going to be ruled by that Venus retrograde. Okay, so coming back also to the, what realizations have you had, and move forward with the knowing that you have now. So, I can't tell you what your realizations are, but, you move forward knowing that, especially in regards to partnerships. All right. So we have a new understanding where partnerships are going because moon in Libra. So it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be work related. The moon is in Virgo. Maybe you have a relationship at work where you're not being acknowledged for the amount of work you do. Maybe you, with Mercury, Mars, you're realizing that your vocabulary is not helping you out because the people around you are a little bit like, whoa, calm down there. So, there's being forceful, and there's being assertive, and there's just, not being nice as well. So one of those days where, keep coming back to yourself to assess where you're at. All right. And then we go through to Sunday. Okay, so Sunday, rest. Take a day of rest. All right. Try and find balance in the important things first. And if you having a rest is that important thing, then do that. A lot of work has been getting done on a soul level and also like on a material level. If you are starting to make changes in your life, and that Venus square Jupiter, where she's like, I'm too busy. I can't handle all of this pressure. I need to pull back. I need to stop. I need to, honor myself and my sensory experience because, you're going to be feeling it, push, pull. Where's the balance, Be that middle point where you can, make adjustments that are required. Okay. So, we have some busy days ahead of us. The sun is almost out of Leo. There's only like 3.5 days left. So what's that? Maybe Wednesday the following week? Yes. The sun goes into Virgo at 7 p.m. on Wednesday the 23rd. So we've got some mental work coming. All right, I'll stop my share. So this means, we're going to have Venus still retrograde through until the 9th of September. We're also going to have Mercury coming up to retrograde on the 24th of August. So, there's a lot of stagnant, stationary, again, that combustible frustration sort of happening. So just keep check of yourself and your emotions. And thank you for listening to my week ahead. Again, I'm still doing these Venus readings where I can assist you if you're not quite sure what direction you need to be going. Like this is specifically just what's Venus doing in your chart. So, Mercury retrograde, that's an experience in itself. Don't fear retrogrades. They're a time for you to reassess, reevaluate, and redirect yourself in a better direction if you're experiencing the not authentic path that you're on. So have a great week, and I will see you guys next week. And thank you for listening all the way up to here. Okay. All right. Bye.